Hey, 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 it is an unstoppable day. It's your boy Terrence, the unstoppable coach, Leffridge, your life accountability coach, author, MC, and host of the Unstoppable Story Show with Terrence Leftridge. How you guys doing this evening? Just wanted to come in real quick and talk to you guys and share a story with you. And hopefully it is a story that will resonate with you, that will make a difference in your life, and that will help you to make a decision. Yes, I'm coming to you to have you make a decision tonight. So come on in, swipe and share as I begin to tell you this story. Let me just make sure that we are broadcasting, that we are coming through loud and clear. Just 1 second. If you can see me, say, hey, hi, how you doing? Put some information in the feed. Looks like having a little bit of a signal issue here right now, but looks like I am live. So we're just going to go ahead and get started. So I am fresh off of my latest book launch, which is called You Are Unstoppable, Moving from Past to Purpose. And I thank every one of you that made it a success. But here's the thing. I've wrote my first book, You Are Unstoppable, the 11 Key Attributes to Living an Unstoppable Life, back in 2015. And that was a journal for myself. And it started off as my own ability to tell my own story, to talk to myself, to encourage myself to be something that I wasn't at that time. You see, I was being stopped by my circumstances. I was being stopped by my finances. I was being stopped by my relationships. I was being stuck and stopped in a career that wasn't fulfilling me, wasn't satisfying me. So I decided that I needed to write myself something that would completely change my situation. I had to write down my vision of what I wanted to be. And lo and behold, that vision of what I wanted to be was to be unstoppable. And I had the opportunity to keep that information to myself. I didn't want to let anybody else know that that's what I was going through, that I was being unstuck, and that I was going through situations that just had me going through a roller coaster wheel like a hamster in a cage. But I took the opportunity to show it to somebody. And that somebody said to me that, Terrence, this isn't just your story, it's a lot of people's story. So you need to share that information with somebody else. So, yes, I took the plunge, and in 2015, I turned that journal into the book. You Are Unstoppable, the 11 Key Attributes to Living an Unstoppable Life. And like most first time authors, I sold it to my family, I sold it to my friends, I sold it to my circle of influence, but along the way, it just went by the wayside. And I felt like I did what I was supposed to do at that point. But then 4 years later, in 2017, I kept getting this small whisper in my ear that said, it's time to do something else. It's time to be unstoppable again. It's time to write another book. And I was saying to that voice, well, voice, nah, it's too late. That ship has sailed. I already talked about being unstoppable. It's too late to talk about that again. Nobody wants to hear that story again. And isn't it funny how we can always convince ourselves that it's too late to do something? And it got me to thinking today that let me list some things that I thought was it was too late for me to do in my life. And now that I can recognize that it's really never too late to do those things. And maybe some of these things might resonate with you. So I I came up with 12 things, 12 to 14 things, and I want to see if these things are synonymous in your life. And if they are, just put in the comments, yes, I can relate to what you're saying. So just put in the comments, I can relate. Hey, Lady Rochelle Dotson Matheny, thank you. Thank you so much. So, number one, it's never too late to become better. It's never too late to have a new beginning. It's never too late to create a vision for your future. It's never too late to open doors to opportunities. Maybe you thought it was too late to live happily ever after. Maybe you thought it was too late to graduate. Maybe you thought it was too late to change your life. Maybe you thought it was too late to start a business. And maybe even you thought it was too late to tell somebody that you were sorry. Common things that we deal with that we may be thinking throughout the course of my life and the course of your life. And I'm here to let you know firmly and soundly tonight that it is never too late. You see, when that small voice was talking to me back last year that I should do something different, I should create another book, and I was saying it was too late. Nobody wanted to hear that story about being unstoppable anymore. The voice said to me, well, it's not just your story. Remember, that book, that first book, wasn't just for you. It was for other people who were going through or needed to hear your story then. Now I want you to tell the story from other people's point of view. Yes, I want you to tell how other people became unstoppable and how other people decided it wasn't too late for them to be unstoppable too. And that's where the second book came out, the book that is currently out, You Are Unstoppable, Moving from Past to Purpose. And out of that desire to think that it was not too late to continue to share that unstoppable story, I was able to create 7 new authors into the literary world, telling their story about being unstoppable. And many of them thought they didn't have a book in them. Many of them thought that it was too late to share their message. Some of them thought it was too soon to share their message because their story hadn't really begun to take shape. They hadn't been in that walk of purpose. They hadn't been in that zone that said that they had it all together. Now, there may be somebody watching this live or watching this replay that might be saying the same thing. That ship has passed. It's too late for me. I don't have anything to share. It's too late for me to say I'm sorry to that person that I needed to say I'm sorry to because that person may no longer be here or I may no longer be speaking to that person. You may think it's too late for you to graduate from high school because you've been out of school for too long and you've forgotten everything that you learned when you were in school. You may be that person that's saying it's too late for you to have that relationship. Maybe you've had so many bad relationships already in your life that you don't think that God would give you another chance. Well, again, I'm here to tell you that I know it's never too late for that opportunity to come your way. George Eliot once said that it was never too late for you to become the person that you were meant to be. And that's why I encourage you to really take and embrace the fact that it is never too late for you. You are still breathing. You are still looking at this video. You are still listening to my voice. And that tells me 3 things. That tells me that you're still alive. That tells me you're still able to comprehend. And that tells me that you still have breath in your body. And it's one thing I know, that as long as you have breath in your body, then you have a purpose that is still yet to be determined, that is still yet to be defined, and is still yet to be given to this world. And so I invite you, and even you, to join me in the new project that I have coming out this year. And it's the new book, and it's called You Are Unstoppable. It's Never Too Late. Yes, indeed. Hey, Maureen Bobo, thanks for joining. It's never too late. This is a new compilation book, a collaborative book that I'm going to be putting together with 8 to 10 new authors. Now, that doesn't mean you have to be a new author to the world. You would just be a new author in this book project. But I want to hear your unstoppable story. I want to hear how you decided that it was never too late for you to do something. You know, I've heard stories of people as old as 90 years old walking across the stage, graduating and getting their high school diploma. I've heard stories of 81-year-olds who decided it was never too late to get back into shape, and now they are walking the stage as Olympic bodybuilders with better bodies than most people that I know. I know people that have decided that it was never too late for them to transition from that 9 to 5 into their passion. And now they are authors, and now they are walking runways, and now they are speaking to thousands of people each and every week because they decided that they just wasn't going to give up on life. They weren't just going to let life pass them by. They weren't just going to sit back and watch the seconds pass. They decided that they were going to make every second count. And if you're one of those people, and I know you are out there, I know you exist. If you are one of those people that have an unstoppable story and you recognize that it's never too late, then I invite you to be a part of the next project. It is the You Are Unstoppable, It's Never Too Late book project. I want to hear from you. I want to sit down and have a conversation with you. I want to hear your unstoppable story and see if you would be a fit for this next book that we are scheduling to release in January of 2019. So if you're interested in being a part of this book, or maybe you know somebody who knows it's never too late to write that book, then I want you to reach out to me. You can simply go ahead and text the words "never too late" to 773-550-0313. Text the words "never too late" to 773-550-0313. And let's talk and see if you will be the next co-author in the You Are Unstoppable book series, It's Never Too Late. Thank you so much for your time. I look forward to hearing from you, talking to you, and wherever you are in the world today. Don't just make it a great day. Make it an unstoppable day. Take care.